Namaskar. We are having a glimpse of Dasbodh Dashak पाचवा समास तिसरा, that is Shishya Lakshan. How the disciple has to be, the student has to be. Now he is telling about the, like Sadguru was there, same way the Sat Shishya, the disciple who is totally devoted for the paramarthik cause to become a realized soul is known as the real disciple. Now, to start with, they have given a lot of background. You see, in Mundak Upanishad, there are some verses like Nayamatma Pravachanena Labhya, Nayamatma Balahinen Labhya, and Satyena Labhya Tapasat Hesha Atma Sammak Dhyanena Brahmacharya Nitya. Means, if you want to become a realized soul, so you want to know how is the Paramatma, you want to know, if you ask Koham, then like Ashish Upanishad say, you ask to Sadguru Koham, Sadguru tells you Tattvamasi. Then you realize Aham Atma. Then you realize Pradnyanam Brahma, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. So like that, if you want to move on that path to become one with the God, Yuju Jyoti Yoga, Vibhakta Nasaya, there is Bhakta Manave. You want to become one with the Almighty Soul. Your small soul gets merged with the Almighty Soul. Then, if you want to walk on this path, just remember, you won't realize it just by pravachan, by listening to discourses or reading from the books. Another thing is, Nayamatma Balahine Labhya. Bal means power. You will not get it with power at the same time if you can't realize it, if you don't put your power into your penances. You have to perform, you have to sit for meditation, chant some name. You have to, the penance is always there if you want to become realized soul. So you have to put all your power into your penance. Then only you can become the realized soul. And third is Satyena Labhya Tapasa Hesha Atma Samyak Dhanena Brahmacharya Nityam. So you have to walk on the right direction and right path with Yukta Ahar Viharasya Yukta Cheshtasya Karmasya. You have to talk that is desired by the. So, just a minute. So, when you walk on this paramarthik path, so at that time, what happens that you come across a lot of problems. So you discuss and solve those problems with the experienced people like your Sadguru, and then you walk on that path through brahmacharya and tapascharya and all those things. Then you try to speak the truth only, live an honest life and all those things. After that, you become a realized soul. And I already told you that 36 years, 48 years, 60 years, 12 years become one tap. So 36 years means 3 tap, and 5 tap means 60 years. Like that, if you perform penance in your life with Yukta Harvyar, means what to eat, what not to eat, what to speak, what not to speak. Like that, if you walk on the razor's blade and live the life. And last time I already told you that you not only walk on the razor blade, that once you realize all these things, then you have to walk on the quark, a blade made of quarks. That is so much ultra microscopic path you walk you have to walk the talk as well. Then you see, if you realize these things, then you become a realized soul. If you don't realize these things, then you don't become a realized soul. And if you want to become a realized soul, then you have to walk the path told by your Sadguru. Okay? समास तिसरा शिष्य लक्षण. श्रीराम मागा सद्गुरूचे लक्षण विशद केले निरूपण. आता सत्शिष्याची ओळखण सावधेका. Last time we discussed about Sadguru's characteristic. Now the disciple's characteristic. Sat Shishya means, Sat means God, Guru means the Guru, Sadguru means the Guru who can take it to the Sat. Sat Shishya means The disciple of that guru who is going on the path of Sat, he is also walking on the path of Sat. Sat means the Almighty Truth and Almighty God. सद्गुरु विण सच्शिष्य तो वाया जाय निशेष का सच्शिष्य विण विशेष सद्गुरु सीणे. Now both are complementary to each other. If Sadguru gets Satshishya, means good teacher get good disciple or student, there is no looking back. And there are a lot of examples, in fact, in India. Lot, I mean, I can quote you at least 1,000. But two major examples are Samartha Ramdas and Kalyan Swami, because this is written by Samartha Ramdas, and Ramakrishna Paramahansa and Swami Vivekananda. And there are so many in the, you go to Puranas, and then you will find that you see Shri Krishna and Sandipani, then Vasishta and Prabhu Ramchandra. If I start this, there will be 1,000 examples. Okay, so next. उत्तम भूमी शोधली शुद्ध तेथे बीज पेरिले कीड खाद का ते उत्तम बीज परी संबंध खडकेसी पिडला. Now there is a good cultivable land, but in that cultivable land, if you put the seeds which are spoiled, it will not get the better output in things. Okay, तैसा सच्चिष्य ते सत्पात्र, परंतु गुरु सांगे मंत्रतंत्र, तेथे अरत्र ना परत्र काहीच नाही. Now Sachis is capable, or disciple is capable, but Guru tells him some mantra and tantra and getting fulfilled this and getting fulfilled that, go and find out the gold and find, go and find out this and that. Time is wasted, life is wasted. अथवा गुरु पूर्ण कृपा करी पर शिष्य अनाधिकारी भाग्य पुरुषाचा भिकारी पुत्र जैसा. Now Guru happens to give you, bless him with infinite blessings, is happen to be with the disciple. But Shishya is not capable for that, then he lives like a beggar's life. तैसे एकवीण एक होत असे निरार्थक परलोकींचे सार्थक ते दुरावे. So if this is there, this is not there, and this is there and this is not there, then it is not good. Both the things should go together, hand in hand. म्हणून सद्गुरू आणि सच्शिष्य तेथन लगती सायास या त्या उभयतांचा हव्यास पुरे एकसरा. So now that is why they like each other and they walk the path of this Paramartha together. सुभुमे आणि उत्तम कण उगवेना पर्जन्य विण तैसे अध्यात्म निरूपण नसता होय. Now apart from this, Sadguru and Sachishya are important, but at the same time the good cultivable land is there, then good seeds are there, but if there is no water, gone. These are only examples. से तर पेरिले आणि उगवले परंतु निघेविण गेले साधेविण तैसे झाले साधे कसे. Now the cultivable land is there, the seeds are good, you have watered the plant, fertilizer is there, insecticide is also there, but if you don't protect it from the animals and all these things, then also it goes waste. जवरी पीक आपणास भोगे तवरी अवघीची करणे लागे पीक आली आहे उगे राहोच नाही. Okay, so many examples. So right from sowing the seed to getting the food at your home, there are many things which are possible, and hence we should remain sadhana. Hence you should remain and perform the penance in your life. Remain into sadhana, परमार्थ मार्ग. तसे आत्मज्ञान झाले परी साधन पाहिजे केले. एक वेळ उदंड जेवले तरी सामग्री पाहिजे. नाउ यू बिकम रिअलाइज सोल्स वन्स इन अ व्हाइल, वन डे फॉर एक्झाम्पल. सो यू शुड रिमेन इन आत्मज्ञान फॉर एव्हर. वन्स यू गेट द आत्मज्ञान and then you do fantastic things, it goes west. He has given example as if you ate, as if you are not eaten for a month, and after that you don't have food in your whole life. So this also goes west. म्हणून साधना अभ्यास आणि सद्गुरू. That is why sadhana means penance, meditation, or whatever maybe you are doing. Abhyas, understanding what exactly is happening in life. Sadguru, Satshishya, then devotion to Sadguru, become a Sadguru, Shastra vicharu, good shastra means good, thinking about good knowledge. Satkarma, doing good works. Sadvasana, keeping good things in your mind and thinking about the good things only. Parupavi bhasa. Then you go sail this samsara saru, that is what he is saying. Sadupasana, doing good upasana means Bhagwan Nama Sankirtan means chanting name of God and bhajan and all those things. Satkarma, doing good work. Satkriya, doing those things which are meant for you. Ani Swadharma, your duty. Satsanga, remaining in good people. Nitya and Nema. Nitya means every day. Some people are there who perform the puja. Somebody, for 1.5 hours they sit for meditation. Nirantar, for your life. There are many bad examples given in this world. There are good examples as well. You see, I know a person, now he's no more. He would have been 110 years old. He used to go to the bank, do his duty. Before going to the bank, 1.5 hour meditation. After coming from bank, 1.5 hour meditation he used to do. Okay? Nirantar. Even after retirement, the same discipline he followed. Till the age of 90 something, he is no more now. Sadupasana, Satkarma, Satkriya and Swadharma, Satsanga and Nityanema, Nirantar. He is doing all these things, all the times. ऐसे हे अवघेची मिळे तरीच विमळ ज्ञान निवळे नाहीतरी पाषांड संचरे बळे समुदाय. If you don't do this, then you are not a good सत्शिष्य. That's all he can say. येथे शब्द नाही शिष्यासी हे अवघे सद्गुरू पासी सद्गुरू पालटी अवगुणाचे नाना यत्ने करू नये. Now if you happen to be a normal human being, then with the living with the Sadguru, and if you happen to get a good Sadguru, then you become a good person living a good life and you doing good work in your life. And Sadguru helps you getting to be a good person and remain as a good person throughout your life. Okay? And it is the efforts of Sadguru only that you can become a good person and remain as a good person. So don't think that it is because of you only good things are happening. It is because of the Sadkrupa and blessings of the God that it is happening. God and Sadguru, they are not different. सद्गुरुजनी अशिष्य पालटे परंतु सच्शिष्य असद्गुरु न पालटे काजे थोर पण तुटे म्हणून या. Now again he is telling a good thing, telling a bad thing, ठकाक brought to this path. Again he is ठक going on the straight path. That is how he is bringing us on the straight path of Paramartha. Now he is telling the example that Sadguru can helps the Shishya to become Satshishya, moving on the right path. But in case Sadguru loses his path and gets derailed, the Satshishya cannot bring him on the path, because at that time egoism, egotism, and Amish and all fantastic things comes into the into that place. Okay. Now या कारणे सद्गुरू पाहिजे तरीच सन्मार्ग लाहिजे नाही तरी होईजे पाषांडावर पडे. That is why if you are Sadguru, you happen to be on the good path. Otherwise, there was one example given by Swamiji, that if a big boulder is there, it is put on the tip of the mountain, and if you leave it, it will go down. Like that, if Sadguru doesn't do good things, he might get flown away in this संसार. येथे सद्गुरूची कारण येर सर्व निकारण तथापि सांग ओळखण सशिष्याचे. नाव सद्गुरू इज एव्हरीथिंग, बट ॲट द सेम टाइम सत्शिष्य इज ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टंट. मुख्य सत्शिष्याचे लक्षण सद्गुरू वचनी पूर्ण विश्वासपूर्ण अनन्य भावे शरण त्या नाव सत्शिष्य. व्हॉट इज द बिगेस्ट क्वालिटी ऑफ सत्शिष्य? He happens to be totally and fully devoted to his Sadguru. He keeps all his faith in him and he remains surrendered to him at all the times. Beautiful. One O is sufficient. मुख्य सचिष्याचे लक्षण सद्गुरु वचने विश्वासपूर्ण अनन्य भावे शरण त्या नाव सचिष्य. फुल्ली डिवोटेड, फुल ट्रस्ट, fully surrender, that is Satshishya, the best disciple. शिष्य पाहिजे निर्मळ. शिष्य should be good in his mind. शिष्य पाहिजे आचारशील. He should be well behaved. शिष्य पाहिजे केवळ विरक्त अनुताप. He should be विरक्त. We have seen the विरक्त लक्षण. शिष्य पाहिजे निष्ठावंत. He should have faith, full faith. शिष्य पाहिजे शुचिष्मंत, well behaved. शिष्य पाहिजे नेमस्त, well disciplined, सर्व प्रकारी. He should be doing good works. He should not be on the wrong path. He should not help somebody doing bad work. शिष्य पाहिजे साक्षपी, always alert. शिष्य पाहिजे परमदक्ष, always not only alert, daksha. He should like this, that if somebody you might have seen that the advertisement of a game, that a bullet is coming and then he put his sword like this and the bullet gets cut and it goes this way and that way. It doesn't touch him. I mean, so that is the dakshata. Like soldiers are there. Shishya pahije alaksha, lakshi aisa. So Shishya should be able to, the disciple should be able to see what even a lot of people cannot conceive, but he can conceive and he can idealize, and he can see the things which are very microscopic, but he should understand that, and he should be able to understand in a paramarthic way as well. Apart from that, alakshi laksha means what? You might be knowing that you hit the bull's eye. So whatever had been not told in the paramartha, the bhavartha, you should be able to, the crux of it, you should be able to understand, move on the path of paramartha. That is very important. Shishya pahije ati dhir. Dhir means you should not only firm, but you should have faith and tenacity you should have. Shishya pahije ati udara. Shishya pahije ati tatpara. He should be magnanimous mind. He should be always tatpar, means always ready to do paramartha vishay, all the kinds of work. Shishya pahije paropakari, doing all the good things, helping a lot of people. Shishya pahije nirmasari, he doesn't hate anybody. Shishya pahije arthantari, praveshakarta. He understands the meaning of the meaning, the core meaning of everything in fact. Shishya pahije paramashuddha, he should be very pure. Shishya pahije pious as well. Shishya pahije paramasavada, always alert. Shishya pahije agadha, uttam gunancha, he should have a lot of good qualities. Shishya pahije prajnavanta, lot of brains. Shishya pahije premala bhakta, lovable person. Shishya pahije nitivanta, maryadecha. Niti means he is walking on the ethics and values based path. At the same time, he understands his limitations, maryadecha. Shishya pahije yuktivanta, he should always find a way out to remain on the path of paramartha. Shishya pahije buddhivanta, he should be sthita prajna. Shishya pahije santa asanta vichar geta, he should be able to understand who are asanta and who are santa, who are bad people, who are good people, who is doing bad, who is doing good. Many times we hear a lot of things, bad things or good things about someone, and someone comes before us, then he said, I heard you did this. No, he said, no, I never do. Do you feel I can do that? Then we realize, whatever he heard, it is not about him. His enemies or his fantastic people might have spread all this nonsense. But at the same time, you should also realize what is good and what is God, and who is good and who is bad. And we should have faith in our people as well. Vichar Gita. If somebody says that my Sadguru has done this, I said, don't talk fantastic things about him, because he lives, a well-disciplined life, and he doesn't have time to do all these fantastic things. Like that, people should also understand you, and it is better if they understand is better. If it doesn't, then we should focus on our work. Vichar Gita. 24 hours we are busy. You should be able to give the, credit and debit account, profit and loss account of every day, every moment in fact. Shishya pahije dharishtacha. tenacity, perseverance, persistence. शिष्य पाहिजे दृढ व्रताचा. He should be, दृढ व्रताचा. He is doing this, he will do it. He will complete it. शिष्य पाहिजे उत्तम कुळीचा, पुण्यशील. He should, 2, 3, 4, 5 generations. His family has done so much good for us, for all of us, means humanity. Punyasya. He is doing all the pious work every day, every time. Shishya Sava Satvika. Satvik, we have seen that he should be, he has godly good qualities. Shishya Sava Bhajaka. He is always offering prayers to the God. Shishya Sava Sadhaka. Okay, performing his penance. Sadhan Karta. Shishya Sava Vishwasi. He should have faith. He should be trustworthy. Shishya Sava Kayakleshi. He is, when he is in the discipline, he is performing penance, and he is, during that penance, even, the military people, how much they are troubling themselves. Every day they are doing so much hard work. Even in penance, hard work is there. Shishya Sava Paramarthasi. So Kayakleshi means the hard work through the body, mind and soul. Shishya Sava Paramarthasi Vadavudana. Every day his Paramartha is increasing. Even geometrical progression, arithmetic progression, and so many progressions are there. They are not enough to be called. Every day, infinitely his Paramartha is growing. Shishya Asava Swatantra, Shishya Asava Jagamitra, Shishya Asava Satpatra, Sarva Gune. He should be an independent thinker. Swatantra means. Jagan Mitra means he can, and he should be able to be friend with a lot of people. Throughout the world, he should be a befriend. Shishya Sava Satpatra, capable. Sarvaguna, a lot of good qualities he has. That is how the Sachishya should be understood. Shishya Sava Sadvidyecha. He should have good knowledge about good things only. Shishya Sava Sadbhavacha. Satbhav means he should have good intention. Shishya Sava Antaricha. Inside also he should be Paramashuddha, very pious and clean and beautiful man he should have. Shishya Nasava Aviveki. Shishya Nasava Garvasukhi. Shishya Asava Samsar Dukhi Samtata Dehi. Shishya should not be, disciple should not be Aviveki, means who do not understand good and bad. Shishya Nasava Garvasukhi. Shishya should not be very rich by money. Shishya Sava Samsar Dukhi Samtata. He should have suffered a lot of things in life. Garbhasukhi, one example I can give you. There was a friend, his friend was very rich. So what happened once he came, now the billionaire coming into the house of a normal human being. So his mother said, oh, he's very rich. No, I shall do this thing. So he went to buy onions. He brought it to the mother and gave it to her, and then she cooked something. Then these people had it. When he came home, he told his mother, when did I went to buy onions in my life? Never. He was 21, 22 years old. How much, they are suffering at each moment, the common man. He understood that. So how much struggle is there? And that is why sometimes if you understand what kind of struggle the poor people and the people who are getting, the have-nots people suffer, that may make you the Paramarthi. Sometimes Garbhasukhi, these people, Garbhasukhi means very rich, and the example I told you. Shishya Sa Samsar Dukhi Samtata Dehi. So he has suffered so much that he feels that no, I do not want, live next birth, I do not want this birth as well. It is too much for me. But then Sadhguru tells him, no, just wait. Have patience. This thing has come to us to make us become a realized soul only. Just penance, offer it, do the meditation, then he understands. So this is why it has come. Many times good things teach us a lot of things. Many times bad things also teach us a lot of things. By now we might have realized that by the time you are almost 50 years old, You feel that if you are standing on the railway station and one track, another side, suppose another platform is there, in here one platform is there, between two, between this platform two lines are there, and once in a while a train goes at 150 kilometers per hour, and from that side 150 kilometers per hour. A person said, yeah, these are the words. If we were standing there, what would have happened to us? So one person, they were talking in physics. I think not even our one atom would have been traced. So once in a while you realize that how much this world is so much temporary. And at that time you come to realize that no, I should do good things in my life. Okay? Then जो संसार दुःखे दुखवला, जो त्रिविध दाबे पोवला, तोची अधिकारी झाला परमार्थ विषयी. So at that time, when you understand that there are, there are more sorrows in life than the happiness. So you should not waste your time in your, in fact, enjoyment, because after enjoyment also you face a lot of sorrows, in fact. So once you realize that संसार दुःखे दुखवला, त्रिविध तापे पोवला. त्रिविध तापे means आदिदेविक, आध्यात्मिक and आदिभौतिक, means natural calamities, earthquake and all these things are there, rains are there. Then you suffer from some disease. Then another thing is, then because of somebody else's mistake, we suffer a lot of things, something like that. So all three ways you get Trividha Tape. Trividha means three ways: Adibhutik, Adhyatmik, and Adidevik. Adidevik, Adhyatmik, and Adibhutik. So all the three ways you get suffered, and then you understand that this is, the life is temporary. I should do Paramarth only. I should be on the Paramarthic track only. बहुत दुःखे भोगिले जेणे तयासीचा परमार्थ पाणे संसार दुःखाचे निगुणे वैराग्य उपजे. Once you realize this, then you vairagya comes into your mind. No, I should do this and not this. I should do this and not this. You understand in your life. या संसाराचा त्रास तयासीच उपजे विश्वास. विश्वास बळे दृढ कास धरली सद्गुरूची. Then when you realize this, you happen to meet Sadguru, and Sadguru brings you on the right path, and your trust on Sadguru and Sadguru's trust on you increases. अविश्वास एक कास सोडिले ऐसे भूतिक भय बुडाली. नाना जळचिरी तोडिले मध्येच सुख दुःख. Now again he is taking this side, again this side. You see, now you happen to be a good Satshishya, then you follow the path forever. But what happens that for some time you feel that no, I should have Sadguru. Then you make a Sadguru. But again you come down on the another side, and then you start, it is not so faithful. I'm not getting anything. I mean, just within a month he wants to become a realized soul. You do it for 36 years or 48 years, 60 years, and then you talk. But no, 1 month, no, I'm not getting. I mean, something like that. Then what happens? Then he again goes on the wrong path. या कारणे दृढ विश्वास तोची जाणावा सचिच्य मोक्षाधिकारी विशेष अग्रगण्य. And that is again this side. You have to trust yourself, your Sadguru. Become a Satshishya, then only you become Mokshadhikari. You have the authority to become a realized soul. Otherwise, if you lose the faith, suddenly you go on the wrong path. No, trust and trust. Whichever people may, taste you at extreme, 3rd degree, 4th degree, 5th degree, people may taste you, but you should remain on the Paramarthic path only. I'm telling you in terms of, what can we say? A lot of people have suffered that. You know how much Sant Tukaram was tested. He was made to sit on the donkey and was, he was, taken into the whole city, in fact, their city. It is not 3rd degree, it is the 5th degree torture, in fact. Then you become a Mokshadhikari Vishesha. Then only you are capable to achieve and become an enlightened soul. जो सद्गुरु वचने निवाला तो साय ज्योतीचा राखी आखिला संसार पांगेला नवचे कदा. Now those who become, Sadguru Vachane, Sadguru tells you something and then you become, wow, this is the thing I was trying to listen throughout my life. Then you become Sahajyaticha Ankhela, means you get a Sahajya Mukti. And samsar becomes, this whatever is happening, you give less importance to that, whatever happens in life. In fact, that is important. But about the result, you do the work assigned to you, but whatever result comes, we are, less get attached less to that. सद्गुरुहून देव वाटे. एक मिनिट. सद्गुरुहून देव मोठा, ज्यास वाटे तो करंटा, सुटला वैभवाचा फाटा सामर्थ्य पिसे. Now, Sadguru happens to be the person who makes us realize soul and who guides us at each moment. Because in the bodily form, he is there all the times. And once he left the body, then he is helping you in so many ways with formless, because he has become formless God. Sadguru is formless God. So he helps us from all the sides, inside and outside. So Sadguru is bigger than God. Sadguru huna deva vate. But if you feel Sadguru huna deva mota, but if you feel that God is bigger than Sadguru, then you are ज्यास वाटे तो करंटा, सुटला वैभवाचा फाटा सामर्थ्य विसे. Then you go after maybe the worldly things. सद्गुरु स्वरूप ते संत आणि देवाचं मांडलेलं कल्पांत, तेथे कैसे उरल सामर्थ्य हरिहरांचं. Sadguru is sent and he happens to be unison with the God, becoming yogi, bhakta and whatever it may be. Because there are so many, whatever it may be means, there are so many things people call that situation of realized soul. So during the Kalpanta, Hari and Har and all these people are going to be merged with the God. म्हणूनच सद्गुरु सामर्थ्य, Hari and Har means Shiva and all Vishnu and Shiva and all these people, these gods. म्हणून सद्गुरु सामर्थ्य अधिक, जेथे आठती ब्रह्माधिक, अल्पबुद्धी मानवी रंक त्यासीचंही कळेना. And that is why the power of Sadguru is more than the gods. And I have given you last time the example of Sant Namdev, the Changdev. He was 1400 years old, and ultimately he happened to be the disciple of Muktabai. She was just 7 years old. He was 200 times older than her. And Namdev, he happened to get this Sadguru of Visabha Khechar. So Visabha Khechar was the person who didn't let Gnaneshwar Maharaj and all his family eat food. But once they had the food and they threw it on the road, whatever was the whatever fell on the ground, he went on to eat those things, because he realized that they are not normal human beings. They are a supreme souls. Then he went on to, he performed his penance and he became a realized soul, and then he went on to become the Sadguru of Sant Namdev. So even you become a Sat Shishya, or Sat Shishya means not so good student, then you can become a good student, you can become a realized soul. This is also one of the example. Okay, Gurudevas Barabari. Karito Shishya Durachari. You cannot compare yourself with the Sadguru. Bhranti Baisali Abhyantari Siddhanta Neyave. So that is not good. That is only, the mirage that you are trying to do. His life is different, my life is different, your life is different. As per our life, you should live your, parmarthik life. Dev Manushi Bhavila, Mantri Devpanasi Ala, Sadguru na Vache Kalpila Ishvarache. You can become a realized soul. You can see the God only because of the blessings of Sadguru. म्हणून सद्गुरू पूर्णपणे देहाहून अधिक कोटी गुणे, ज्यासी वर्णिता भांडणे वेशास्त्र लागली. Sadguru is koti, means 10 million times better than Dev, gods. And because my God is better, my goddess is better, and for all these things, there are bhandane, means there have been the debate on this. Whose God is the best? Veda Shastra, even in Vedas and Shastras, so many places, that kind of wars have been given. This is what Samarth Ramdas is saying. असो सद्गुरु पदापुढे दुजे काहीच न चढे, देव सामर्थ्य ते जेवढे केवढे माया जनित. So there is no power, the ultimate power, than Sadguru's power. Deva power and all these are comes under mirage and maya and all these things. अहो सद्गुरु कृपा जियासी सामर्थ्य न चले तयापासी ज्ञानबळे वैभवासी तृण तुच्छ केले. The person who has Sadguru's blessing in front of him, nothing is going to work. No bad thing can become powerful in front of the Sadguru's power. Because infinite, no, because Yuju Injit Yoga, his Jiva and Shiva has become one, so it is infinite God, infinite power is there. सद्गुरु कृपेचे नि बळे अपरोक्ष ज्ञानाचे नि उसाळे माये सहित ब्रह्मांड सगळे दृष्टीस न दिसे. Once you have Sadguru, he blesses you, then whole of this Brahmanda is existing but become in existence, and you try to perform your go on the Paramarthic path. It remains. You do everyday work, but at the same time, you are so much devoted to Sadguru that these things get less importance in life. ऐसे सत्शिष्याचे वैभव सद्गुरु वचने दृढ भावा तेणे गुणे देवराव स्वयची होती. So सत्शिष्या's real blessings and real richness is this, that Sadguru's power is with him, Sadguru, and he has a lot of trust in Sadguru, and that is the best thing to happen in life. अंतरी अनुतापे तापले आणि तेणे अंतरशुद्ध झाले, पुढे सद्गुरु वचन निवाले सत्शिष्य असे. So Sachishya, he listens to him, and then the fine tuning happens between Sadguru and Sachishya, and they become pure, and they become so pure that they become one with the God, the Almighty God, the Almighty Soul. They both become yogi and bhakta. लागता सद्गुरु वचन पंथे झाले ब्रह्मांड पालथे तरी जयाच्या शुद्ध भावार्थे पालटे न धरीचे. So Sadguru, even the whole world becomes against you and you are on the right path, you don't have to worry. Okay, so we should not, another thing is that we should always trust your Sadguru. That's all he wants to say. क्षण सद्गुरूच गेले, सत्शिष्य ऐसे निवडले, क्रियापालटे झाले पावन ईश्वरी. So Sadgurus, we surrender to Sadguru and you become your work become worship, and you get so devoted that you become one with the God. ऐसा सद्भाव अंतरितेची मुक्तीचे वाटेकरी एर माईक वेशधारी असत शिष्य. Now again coming to this side, सत्शिष्य is okay. Now असत शिष्य, असत शिष्य. Sadbhav is okay, doing good things. Okay. Then you become muktiche vatekari, you get the mukti. But there are people who are such shishya. They try to take advantage of good Sadguru. वाटे विषयांचे सुख परमार्थ संपादने लौकिक देखो वेखी पडत मूर्ख श्रवण. They try to take advantage of this in the materialistic world. झाली विषयवृत्ती अनावर दृढ धरिला संसार परमार्थ चर्चेचा विचार मलिन झाला. So they get entangled into enjoyment and materialistic life, and their parmarthic life becomes maligned. मोड घेतला परमार्थाचा, हव्यास धरला प्रपंचाचा, भार व्हायला कुटुंबाचा, काबाडी झाला. Then he becomes he is on the wrong path. मानिला प्रपंच आनंद, केला परमार्थी विनोद, भ्रांत मूढ मतिमंद लोधला कामी. He started feeling good in enjoyment of life, and he starts blaming or making fun of the paramartha, and then he loses his path. How सुकर पूजले विलपणे म्हैसा मर्दिला चंदने तैसा विषय ब्रह्मज्ञाने विवेक बोधिला. He talks the Brahmajnan, but as if like the buffalo has been coated with the chandan and all these things, sandalwood. I mean, he is giving a lot of bad example, and with such power that you should not do this. Okay, रास उकरडा लोळे त्याचे परिमळ सोळे उलूक अंधारी पळे त्या किंवा हंस पंगती. Hans means swans. If you mix water with the milk, they will drink the milk and leave the water. So that kind of hunts are there, that kind of saints are there, that kind of Sadguru is there. But you don't like that. You like to live in darkness, like owls, and you like to live as a donkey, doing anything on the road. तैसा विषयदारीचा बराडी खाली अधपतनी उडी त्याचा भगवंत आवडी सत्संग घ्यायचा. सो ही इज डुईंग ऑल द थिंग्स फॉर द एन्जॉयमेंट अँड फॉर फंटास्टिक थिंग्स. He doesn't like satsang as well, and satsang also he is using for bad things. My God, you see. वरती करून दांताळी स्वानपुत्र हाडे चगळी तैसा विषयी तळमळी विषय सुखकारणे. Now dog is there unless he gets that so the dog is there, he likes to chew the bone only. Unless he get that bone, he tried ba 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 and all these kinds of things. He does like that. This such Shishya, he likes to do all the bad things in the name of Paramartha, and that is very bad. So God, please save us from that. तया स्वानमुखी परमान्न की मर्कटास सिंहासन तैसे विषया शक्ता ज्ञान जिरेल कैसे. So if the monkey sits on this Singhasan, means can he rule the world, the monkey? No. So you don't become Asachishya, because then you become monkey who is trying to sit on the wear the crown and trying to rule the world. How harsh language he has used. I am telling you in this, somewhat sweet language I am trying to tell you, but he has used a lot of talwar, bilkul. He has taken out his sword and is trying to break thak 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 thak. He has seen so many things. It does mean रासवे राखता जन्म गेला तो पंडितांमध्ये प्रतिष्ठा नवचे तैसा आशक्तला परमार्थ नाही. Now you are living like a donkey, but at the same time you are you have learned from so many gurus. You have made a lot of sadgurus in fact, learning this, learning that, and I know this, I know that, and he's trying to make his body more important than giving importance to Paramartha. He's saying the same thing. मिळाला राजहंसाचा मेळा तिथे आला डोमका लक्षण विष्ठेचा गळा हंस म्हणे. सो ही इज ट्राइंग टू गिव्ह इम्पॉर्टन्स टू हिमसेल्फ, दॅट्स ऑल. तैसे सज्जनाचे संगती विषय सज्जन म्हणते विषय आमेद्य चित्ती गोळा लक्षीला काके घेऊन या दारा म्हणे मज संन्यासी करा तैसा विषय सैराभरा ज्ञान गडबळे. So like that, he is giving importance to his body. He is doing all the fantastic things, and still he wants to be called saint and sadhu. ऐसो ऐसे पडत मूर्ख ते काय जाणते अद्वैत सुख नारकी प्राणी नरक भोगती इच्छा. So these are पडत मूर्ख. They will not understand what exactly is परमार्थ. वैश्याची करील सेवा तो कैसा मंत्री म्हणावा तैसा विषयदास मानावा भक्तराज काही. So those who are enjoying life in a materialistic way, they will not understand the परमार्थक way. तैसे विषय बापुडे त्यास ज्ञान कोणीकडे वाचा शाब्दिक बडबडे वरपडे. ही इज टॉकिंग एनिथिंग बट इज नॉट लिव्हिंग अँड वॉकिंग द टॉक. ऐसे शिष्य परमनष्ट कनिष्ठांमध्ये कनिष्ठ हीन अविविके आणि दृष्ट खळ खोटे दुर्जन. दे आर बॅड असत शिष्य. ऐसे जे पापरूप दीर्घदोषी वज्रलेप त्यास प्राश्चित अनुताप उद्भवत आहे. Now those happen to be bad shishas. So what is the thing they can do so that they get prayashchitta and then again they can come on the good path? Okay, it is possible. The solution is there. ऐसे जे पापरूप दीर्घदोषी वज्रलेप त्यास प्राश्चित अनुताप उद्भवत आहे. तोची पुन्हा शरण जावे सद्गुरू संतोष व्हावे कृपादृष्टी झाली व्हावे पुन्हा शुद्ध. You go and surrender in front of Sadguru, then again you can become a pious person. स्वामीद्रोह ज्या घडे तो यावच्चंद नरकी पडे त्यास उपावाची न घडे स्वामी तुष्टल्या वेण. सो इफ यू हॅव offended your Sadguru, so please try to make him happy again, otherwise you will not get the mukti. स्मशान वैराग्य आले म्हणून लोटांगण घातले तेणे गुणे उपतिष्ठले नाही ज्ञान. स्मशान वैराग्य मीन्स फॉर टेम्पररी यू आर फिलिंग वैराग्य, not forever. Okay, so you will not get the आत्मज्ञान there. भाव आणीला जयाचा मंत्र घेतला गुरुचा शिष्य झाला 2 दिवसांचा मंत्र करणे. सो फॉर You make a Sadguru for 2 days. Then again you after 2 days you go to some other Sadguru. ऐसे गेले गुरु अदंड, ऐसे केले गुरु उदंड, शब्द शिकला पाषांड, झाला तोंडा तरमुंड महापाषांडी. So you made lot of Sadgurus, you learned lot of things from them. घडी एक रडे आणि पडे, घडी एक वैराग्य चढे, घडी एक अहंभाव जडे ज्ञातेपणाचा. Now he starts doing all the fantastic things, crying, doing all the things so that he become famous in the world. घड़ी एक विश्वासधरी, घड़ी एक गुरगुरी, ऐसे नाना चंदगरी पिसाटे जैसे. Like he is living a life like whatever comes to his mind. काम क्रोध मद मत्सर लोभ मोह नाना विकार, अभिमान कापट्य तिरस्कार हृदय नांदेती. So he has lot of bad qualities in him, and he generates so that he is doing to make his body important, and so that he gets respect from the society. For that purpose he does lot of things. But his egotism, then angriness, then greed and everything, he is full of those things. It doesn't go. अहंकार देहपांग अनाचार आणि विषयसंग संसार प्रपंच उद्वेग अंतर्व्यवसाय. Because egotism, importance to body, all these things are in his mind all the times. दीर्घसूत्री कृतघ्न पापी कुकर्मी कुतर्की विकल्पी अभक्त अभाव शीघ्रगोपी निष्ठुर परघातक. You might be knowing that you do this, then you do this, that, and then that person will go down. Dirghasutri, he plans in such a way about someone who happens to be his maybe enemy or competitor. So he plans such path for him that his competitor may go down. Dirghasutri, long time plan. Krutagna, those who do good to him, he does bad to them. Papi, Kukarmi, Kutarki, Vikalpi, Abhakta, Abhav, Sigropi, instantly he can get angry and he is doing all the bad things. Nishtur and Ghata, even he can kill someone, and Parghatak means he can dub somebody. हृदय शून्य आळसी अविवेकी आणि अविश्वासी अधीर अविचार संदेहाशी दृढ धरता. He is heartless person. That much he is aviveki, aviswasi, sandeh. So he is not a trustworthy person. Asishya, asatshishya. So we don't want to be like that. आशा ममता तृष्णा कल्पना कुबुद्धि दुर्वृत्ति दुर्वासना अल्पबुद्धि विषय कामना हृदय विषय. So he has lot of bad hope, bad tushna, bad he's into all these things. ईशणा असूया तिरस्कारे निंदेसी प्रवर्ते आदरे देहवाने हुंबरे जाणपण. He is giving importance to his body, and he is doing a lot of bad things to himself and to the society as well. क्षुधा तृष्णा आवरेना निद्रा सहसा धरेना कुटुंब चिंता ओसरेना भ्रांती पडली. He is in such a nadir state that if he gets hungry, he can't live without hunger for a single second. He gets thirsty, he can't live without even for a second. Then if he feels that he has to sleep, within a second he falls asleep. He cannot stop doing anything. Bhranti padli. Because of some disease, that is okay. But he is doing it in such a fashion that he has thrown himself into this nadir state. शाब्दिक बोले उदंड वाचा लेश नाही वैराग्याचा अनुताप धारिष्ठ साधनाचा मार्ग न धरी. He speaks a lot of things, good things, but he doesn't walk the talk. भक्ति विरक्ती ना शांती सद्वृत्ती लीनता ना दांती कृपा दया न तृप्ती सद्बुद्धी असेच ना. He doesn't have good brains. Good brains. I mean सद्बुद्धी means thinking on sat path. Bhakti, he is not devotee. He is not virakta. He is not in peace. He is not humble. He is not doing good qualities. He is not living on the ethics and values based humanitarian path. काया क्लेशी शरीरहीन धर्मविषयी परमकृपण क्रियापालटे कठीण हृदय जायचे. सो ही इज नॉट परफॉर्मिंग पेनास. आर्जव नाही जनासी जो अप्रिय सज्जनासी त्यासी जीवी आहरणेसी परम देऊन वसे. So all the times he is finding the faults and talking about them. He doesn't feel compassionate about the people. He is not he doesn't get good with all the good people. सदा सर्व का लटिका बोले एक माइक आपण एका क्रिया विचार पाहता एक वचनी सत्य नाही. He does one thing, tells something, interprets something, and all fantastic he does. He is not speaking one thing. He is speaking lot of things with his life and for his life and which are not truthful. परपिढेविषयी तत्पर जैसे विंचू आणि विखार तसा कुशब्द जिव्हार भेदी सकाळांचे. So he is always trying to trouble someone, and like the scorpion always trying to strike someone, like that he is always speaking such words that someone's heart breaks. It's not someone, everybody's heart breaks. आपले झाके अवगुण पुढीलांस बोले कठीण मिथ्या गुणदोषे विण गुणदोष लावी. If he has bad qualities, he will, like that, he will cover it. But others, a small mistake gone. He will use a lot of bad things. And sometimes he will find out fault which are not even existing and he will blame others. स्वय पापात्मा अंतरी पुढीलांचे कवण न करी जैसा हिंसक दुराचारी परदुःखे चिणेना. He is full of bad things and always finding fault and doing all the bad things all the time. And he feels good when he is troubling someone. दुःख पराचे नेळती दुर्जन गांजले ते गांजिती श्रम पावता आनंदती आपले मने. He feels good. That is what I told. स्वदुःखे झुरे अंतरी आणि परदुःखे हास्य करी त्यास प्राप्त येमपुरी राजदूत तडिती. Now he has a lot of sorrow inside himself but he's laughing at others' sorrows. And then Yemapuri means he is going to get beaten into the hell. That is for sure. असो ऐसे मदांध बापडे त्यासी भगवंत कैचा जोडे ज्यास सुबुद्धी नावडे पूर्व पातके. Now because of his karma vipak cycle, he has done lot of bad things. So he is not coming on the good path. So we don't want to be like this, the asat shishya. We want to be sat shishya. Please remember. त्यास देहाचा अंती गात्रे क्षीणता पावती जीवलगे ओसंडिती जाणवेल जेव्हा. So at the last moment of his life, he will feel all these things. That is for sure. असो ऐसे गुणा वेगळे ते सचिष्य आगळे दृढ भावार्थी सोहळे भोगिती स्वानंदाचे. नो लगे अगेन खटाक कमिंग टू द गुड साइड. ही इज सेइंग सचिष्य आर लाइक दिस. They are always living in Swananda. They are living in Ananda. They have merged with the God. They have become yogi, bhakta. And they are always living in peace and Ananda forever. Swananda. जे स्थळी विकल्प जागे कुळाभिमान पाठी लागे ते प्राणी प्रपंच संगे हिंपुट होय. सो दोज हू फील इगोइझम and egotism about his family tree and all this heritage and all these things, they go on the wrong path. You remain humble at the feet of Sadguru, then you become Sadguru. That is you also become Sachishan, then you can become a Sadguru as well. So that is the best path you can live. जेणेकरिता दुःख झाले तेची मनी दृढ धरिले तेणे गुणे प्राप्त झाले पुन्हा दुःख. सो इफ यू थिंक अबाउट sorrow, you will get the sorrow. So if you think about Paramartha, you will become always happy. But if you think about this bad thing, you will be gone forever. संसार दुःखे सुख झाले संसार संगे सुख झाले ऐसे देखिले ना ऐकले ऐसे जाणून अनिहित केले तो ते दुःखी होती स्वय. So in materialistic world, the good things happen so much small that makes us happy, but bad things and sorrowful things happen more. That already I told you. So संसार संगे सुख झाले ऐसे देखिले ऐकले ऐसे जाणून अनिहित केले तर दुःखी होती स्वय. So if you get entangled into this materialistic world for enjoyment in life only, your life will be wasted. संसारी सुख माहिती ते प्राणी मूढमती जाणून डोळे झाकते पडत मूर्ख. Like पडत मूर्ख, knowingly you are committing mistake, then you will borrow the more bad things and sorrows only. प्रपंच सुख करावा काही परमार्थ वाढवा परमार्थ अवघाची बुडवा हे विहित नव्हे. प्रपंच ड्युरिंग प्रपंच you do some kind of paramartha, but paramartha if you do zero paramartha, it is not accepted. In fact, your prapancha only should become paramartha. That is what even Sant Tukaram and Sant Ramdas also has said. So then you can become a realized soul. मागा झाले निरूपण गुरु शिष्यांची ओळखण आता उपदेशाचे लक्षण सांगितलेला. So I told you about Guru and Shishya, who are Sadguru, who are Satshishya. Next, I am going to tell you how the discourses should be there, Upadesh should be there in the next samas. Iti Shri Dasbodh Guru Shishya Samvade Shishya Lakshan Nama Samasa Tisra. So ultimately, Samartha Ramdas is telling us to live on the good Paramarthik path. Trust the Sadguru, become the Satchishya, so that you can become a realized soul forever. Dhanyavad. Thank you very much.